Hi, my name is Cameron Lopez, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about how overthinking ruined my relationships. I'm sure if you've lived a single minute on this earth, you've probably overthought something. Whether it was if you left the door unlocked when you left home, or you're overthinking about an insecurity in your relationship with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, anything in that sort. Overthinking is not fun. And what is the definition of overthinking? So the definition of overthinking is to think of something too much or often. So you're pretty much obsessing over it, and that tends to not be healthy for your brain or your health, because then it snowballs effect. Overthinking leads to anxiety, then it could lead to a type of depression where you start overthinking so much and then you feel lost and you start getting sad because you start creating all these stories in your head that you think are true, but and all it does is eat you alive terribly. I've experienced it many of times. If there was a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being like D1 overthinker, I was D1 overthinker. I was miserable. It was horrible. I would overthink a lot of things in my relationship and with my girlfriend, with my friends, and with my family as well. An example I can give to you is with my family. I would always think there was something wrong. I would always think that I did something. A little bit of self-victimizing. My mom would answer a certain way, and I'd be like, "What's the matter?" Or my dad would answer a certain way, and I'd be like, "Oh, like, what's the matter? Like, are you okay? Did I say something?" And then they're like, "No, like, you didn't say anything." I leave and I go about my day, and I'm like, "Oh my God, like, what did I do? Did I say something? Is there something I did?" And throughout the whole day, my day is wasted of overthinking and consumption of these negative thoughts, and it would drain me terribly. And not only would it drain me, it would affect my mood for the rest of the day. And we all have ups and downs in relationships, and unfortunately, before I made this huge change in my life, I would overthink a lot of things in my relationship. I was insecure, I would overthink a lot of things. It was a reflection of myself, and I'm not proud of it. I'm very ashamed of it. Instead of just victimizing myself, being like, man, I fucked up, I ruined everything, this is horrible. That's an option you can do, or you can go to option B and understand and realize your mistake and make a change. And that's where I'm at today, and I'm sharing you this story and these hopefully helpful tips that you can relate with me, and hopefully we can help each other grow. If they wouldn't respond immediately, I'd be like, "Oh my God, like, what are you doing? Where are you?" It was horrible. And I've dealt with some situations in my past relationships where it has ruined my trust, and you should never carry that on to your next partner. I became a very bad overthinker in my recent relationship. It ruined my relationship in the sense of I would always overthink things, and instead of being happy at home after we would go hang out, I'd always think like, "Oh my God, like, hopefully I'm good enough. Did I do this right? Do it?" It was just horrible, and I don't think that's the thing to do in a relationship. You should go home and be like, "Wow, like, I really enjoyed my day with this person. I can't wait to see her the next time." Instead of tripping out that she hasn't texted you back within a couple minutes, maybe she's busy. One thing that I didn't understand is she has her own life, and I'm not the world doesn't revolve around me. I was tired of it. It came to a point where I wasn't happy anymore with myself. I was very ashamed of myself. I'm like, I really love this person. I really love my family. I really love my friends, but this overthinking is really taking a toll on all of it, and it's my fault because they have done nothing wrong but be themselves. But I'm the one creating these stories in my head, making myself sound like a monster, when really in reality, everything's okay. Anyways, those are some examples and scenarios that I've experienced in my relationship and with my family and with my friends. And the trick that really helped me, where I'm like, I broke down in tears. I was like, wow, I created so much tension, all these years and months and days of stress that could have been lifted off my shoulders if I just listened to myself. And what I mean by listening to myself is having faith in myself, being confident. I made the mistake of not being confident. Why? Because I wouldn't work out. I wouldn't eat right. I was repeating the same bad habits every day, and that caused me to overthink. I think overthinking is because of insecurity. I was insecure about my weight, my appearance. I was insecure about a lot of things, and the energy I dissipated out towards the people I loved was just a reflection of how I was feeling, and I needed to make a change. I didn't want to continue this horrible lifestyle of eating bad every day, not exercising, getting fatter every day, having a horrible mindset, thinking very negatively, self-victimizing myself. It was just horrible. Overthinking was eating me inside out. So I had to make a change with my life. And what really helped me stop overthinking is building confidence. I apologized. I sat my family down and I apologized. I sat my loved ones down, my friends, my girlfriend, anybody that has been affected by my life choices, by the way I would talk to them, the way I would make them feel. I genuinely sat them down, or I gave them a call or texted them. I did all of those things, and I'm like, hey, like, all these years of me overthinking, all these years of me crying on the phone, all these years of me like giving an attitude as a man, it's all my fault. I'm sorry if I ever put it on you to make it seem like it was your fault. And I feel like admitting to your mistakes is a big sign of growth. I admitted to my faults. I told my family, my friends, my girlfriend, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for all the pain that I've caused. It's my fault. I take full responsibility, and I understand if you view me differently, and I understand if things won't ever be the same. It's what I deserve. It's what I've earned. And I can sit and cry about it for the rest of my life, or I can make a change if they decide to stay with me, my family, my friends, my girlfriend. I don't want to continue that, or any future relationships with new friends, girlfriends, or family. Obviously, I don't want to lose any of them, but if that's the case, I take full responsibility. I started working out every day. I became the person I most admire. The person that I most admire, myself, is somebody that wakes up every day, somebody who follows a strict diet, somebody who's very disciplined, and somebody who carries themselves as a confident person. That is somebody I aspire to be. That is somebody I want to become. And that's somebody you should become. My dad always tells me, like I just said, become the person you would most admire. And I knew it was going to take a shit ton of time. I knew it was going to take a shit ton of pain and effort and suffering, because it's a huge change from my old habits, and I knew I needed to make the change. So I built discipline by eating. I've been eating very strict. I've been counting my macros every day, strictly just steamed vegetables, chicken and rice. Obviously, I can have other sorts of healthy foods such as like a salad or a chicken wrap or a healthy soup or some other types of vegetables, but the reason why I'm sticking to a very strict diet of just chicken, rice, and steamed vegetables is because I want to show myself I don't need nothing else. I can grow. I can be a badass. I can get a six pack. I can be this person I'd most admire just with this. And by the time I have a six pack, or I'm at like 15, 16% body fat, I think that's the number my dad told me, but I need to do more research. But once I get to that level, then I can start eating, and I've earned it. I've deserved it. I've already had these many years of enjoying the lifestyle I already have, so now it's time to discipline myself. It's a purge of my past self, showing my past self you don't need these things anymore. And that's what built my confidence, which took away my overthinking. Because what's there to overthink about if you look like a fucking badass? If you got crazy muscles, you dress well, you always have a haircut, your car's always clean, your room's always done, you're treating everybody with respect. What is there to overthink about? You're confident in yourself, so you don't have nothing to worry about. You don't have to worry about being replaced. You don't have to be worrying. You don't have to worry about if you're a nice person or not. You know you're a nice person, so there's no reason to overthink. Listen to me real quick here. So the reason why I'm talking about this, the reason why I think having mentors is so important, is to have somebody to guide you, because you always need somebody to guide you. Obviously, you have God to guide you, or whoever you believe in. In this physical life that we're in right now, it's always good to find somebody you can relate to, somebody who you can find a connection to, or even intake the information they perceive or they give very nicely. I believe social media also has a big factor on why you overthink a lot, especially when it comes to your relationship. If you're in your moods, the algorithm is insane, especially on TikTok. If you're feeling down or if something happened, the algorithm's going to give you some crazy out of context videos. And if you had the problem like I did, where you overthought really badly, you were insecure, and you just were in a horrible state of mind in that point in your life, and then a TikTok comes on about some motherfucker doing some crazy shit, or some person just crashing out, or just like a sad sentence on a post. It's literally just a post. Now that I see, I'm like, bro, there's this guy posting this for money, and I'm over here in bed fucking tweaking. I think social media to a certain extent can ruin relationships if you're not confident in yourself. So be careful with the type of videos you intake. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. Please, from somebody who's made that mistake, don't believe everything you see online. It's not real. It's for content. Do yourself a favor. Don't consume yourself with that negativity and make the change. Being confident in yourself stops overthinking, and also having trust stops overthinking. There's a lot of things that you need to work on to stop overthinking. It's not easy, but it's also not hard. You just got to put in the work. And those are the things that helped me stop my overthinking. Building my confidence, building that callus in my mind, having mentors to guide me and help me through tough situations. All I can show you is by proof, by me telling you. There's no reason. I wouldn't make this video just for fun. I wouldn't make this video for money. I don't have subscribers. I don't have anything right now. I genuinely want to help you guys. And in the future, if that changes, you understand. If you guys look back at this video, I'm doing all of this just to help you because I was miserable. I was miserable in my past life. If I can prevent at least one person from feeling like that, how I felt, that is more than enough. That makes my life because I don't think anybody should go through how I felt for so many years. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. I love you. And videos like these will be up daily. If you guys have any questions or if you guys want me to make a certain type of video, just leave a comment down below. I'll take any suggestions and I'll make a video about it. Thank you. I'll leave my Instagram down below. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. Have a good day.